Vera Ellen, one of Hollywood's most celebrated dancers, spent her final years in almost complete isolation. Despite a career filled with iconic performances and international fame, she withdrew from the world in a way that shocked those who remembered her grace and talent.
It was funny because I had an absolute familial feeling for Vera because I understood that singing together, that working together. That was important. That worked for me. Vera and I couldn't have been more different from each other. She was disciplined. I've been told by excellent dancers and choreographers that she was the best dancer that was ever at Metro.
Few know the personal struggles and tragedies that pushed her away from the spotlight. From heartbreak to health challenges, her story is far more complicated than most fans ever realized. In this video, we are going to explore what happened to Vera Ellen before her reclusive final years.
1968. What happened?
I had a nervous breakdown. I was, the beginning of 1968, I started traveling very hard. I was running from country to country. I was everywhere that year.
On February 16, 1945, in the bustling heart of New York City's theater district, a relatively unknown Vera Ellen stepped onto the stage of the Music Box Theater, making her debut in Laughing Room only. That night, the audience had no idea they were witnessing the rise of one of Hollywood's most exceptional dancers, a woman whose name would soon become synonymous with grace, agility, and cinematic dance. But behind the bright lights and roaring applause, her story holds hidden truths and lesser-known details, often overshadowed by her more celebrated peers. As Vera Ellen moved through Hollywood's golden age, she not only built a legacy in film and dance, but also left an air of mystery, inviting curiosity even today. Born on February 16, 1921, in Cincinnati, Ohio, Vera Ellen Rowe began a journey that led her from the American heartland to Hollywood's dazzling spotlight. From an early age, she displayed an exceptional passion for dance, a gift nurtured by her parents, Martin and Alma Rowe. Through determination and relentless effort, she turned her modest Midwestern upbringing into the foundation of a glittering career. Her rise to fame and the distinctive artistry she brought to the screen remain a testament to her dedication and talent, inspiring audiences and dancers even now. By the age of 10, Vera Ellen was already making a name for herself, winning local dance competitions and captivating audiences with her natural poise and skill. Her commitment paid off when she was accepted into the prestigious Hessler Dance Studio in Cincinnati. This marked a key milestone, highlighting her growing talent and representing the first step toward stardom. Her years at Hessler were transformative, allowing her to master a variety of dance styles from ballet to tap. It was during this time that she began shaping the signature style that would later define her Hollywood career. However, Vera Ellen's ambitions extended far beyond Cincinnati. Determined to see her name in lights, she made the bold move to New York City, the heart of the entertainment world and the place where she believed her dreams could come true. At just 18, she arrived in New York with focus and determination, and her efforts soon paid off. She made her Broadway debut in Very Warm for May in 1939. While modest, this performance marked the start of her rise in the dance and theater world. Her breakthrough came in 1942 with the Broadway hit by Jupiter, where she wowed audiences and earned critical acclaim. This success laid the groundwork for her transition from Broadway to Hollywood's silver screen. In an industry where dialogue often held as much importance as movement, Vera Ellen's career highlighted the power of dance over words. Despite her fame during Hollywood's golden age, her impact was defined by her exceptional skill, proving that physical expression could speak louder than dialogue. Her voice, though rare on screen, was seldom featured in her films. This chapter examines the mystery of Vera Ellen's vocal silence, exploring the artistic and personal reasons behind this distinctive aspect of her career. When she moved from Broadway to Hollywood in the early 1940s, her film career began with dazzling dance sequences and visually striking performances. Unlike many of her peers who both sang and danced, Vera Ellen's voice was largely absent from her most iconic roles. This was not due to a lack of ability, but rather the demands of the era and the specific nature of the roles she played. A key example is the production of White Christmas in 1954, a musical film that remains a classic. Although the genre relied on singing, Vera Ellen's parts were dubbed by other artists, a common practice at the time for actors whose voices were considered less suited to the musical style. This choice was not a criticism of her talent, but a strategic decision to match the film's overall sound. The reasons for dubbing her voice were multiple. The studio system often aimed for a polished, marketable sound, which meant hiring professional singers to dub actors. Vera Ellen, however, was primarily celebrated as a dancer, with her roles designed to highlight her extraordinary skills in ballet, tap, and jazz, often leaving little room for singing. Though her voice was seldom heard on film, this absence highlights her dedication to her craft. Her career shows an unwavering focus on artistic excellence and reflects the broader cinematic practices of the time, establishing her as a dancer whose skill left a lasting imprint on Hollywood. Vera Ellen understood that her true strength lay in expressing emotion, story, and character through movement. Her performances transcended the need for spoken words, drawing audiences into the visual poetry of her dance. By letting her movements speak for her, she enhanced rather than diminished her impact. This choice cemented her status as a dance icon. Her physical expression was so powerful that dialogue became secondary. Her legacy is not one of silence, but of eloquence expressed through the universal language of dance, resonating deeply without words. Her decision to prioritize dance over singing reminds us that art communicates in many ways. It challenges traditional norms of musical cinema and underscores the importance of embracing unique strengths. In Vera Ellen's case, her voice may have been seldom heard, but it was expressed through every step, jump, and turn, leaving an enduring mark on film and dance history. As a pioneer in dance, her influence extended far beyond her performances. She set new standards in physical storytelling, inspiring generations of dancers to use movement as a compelling form of expression. Vera Ellen played a key role in introducing and popularizing diverse dance styles on Hollywood's screen. Her career, thriving through the 1940s into the 1950s, highlighted her versatility and her innovative role in blending multiple dance forms into cinema. In 1945, she made her Hollywood debut in Wonder Man, showcasing her mastery of a wide range of styles, from ballet to ballroom. Her later roles solidified her reputation as a trailblazer. Her performance in On the Town, 1949, with Gene Kelly and Frank Sinatra was particularly notable, combining classical elegance with modern energy and helping create one of the first musicals filmed on location in New York City. This approach not only highlighted her extraordinary talent, but also demonstrated how dance could enrich a film's narrative, adding depth, emotion, and vibrancy to storytelling. Another milestone in Vera Ellen's celebrated career came with The Belle of New York, 1952, where she shared the screen with the legendary Fred Astaire. The film included a dazzling array of dance sequences that highlighted her versatility and solidified her reputation as one of Hollywood's top dancers. In particular, their performance of the Seeing's Believing number has gone down in history as a masterpiece of cinematic dance, praised for its technical precision and effortless charm. The natural chemistry between Vera Ellen and Astaire brought a sense of magic to the screen, captivating both audiences and critics. Their partnership created an artistic standard that still serves as a benchmark in the dance world. Fans and critics admired her ability to match Astaire's energy and elegance, step for step, something few performers of that era could achieve. The choreography combined elements of jazz and tap into a visually stunning display that perfectly captured the spirit of Hollywood musicals during the Golden Age. When the film was released, audiences were captivated by Vera Ellen's graceful movements and undeniable charm. Fan letters poured in, praising how well she complemented Astaire's legendary style. "She wasn't just a partner, she was his equal on the dance floor," wrote one reviewer for The Hollywood Reporter. A fan from the UK added, "Seeing Vera Ellen and Fred Astaire dance together was like watching poetry in motion. It was a perfect pairing that elevated dance in cinema to new heights." Even today, film forums and social media platforms buzz with discussions about their collaboration. Modern dance enthusiasts often cite The Belle of New York as a pivotal film that inspired them to pursue dance. One Twitter user recently said, "Vera Ellen's performance in Seeing's Believing is what dreams are made of: elegance, precision, and pure joy." Instagram users continue to share clips of the iconic number, often highlighting the skill and beauty Vera Ellen brought to the screen. Decades after its release, The Belle of New York remains a subject of fascination. Retrospectives on Hollywood musicals and dance documentaries frequently highlight Vera Ellen's work with Astaire as a defining moment in the genre. Critics and historians regularly include Seeing's Believing among the greatest dance sequences of all time, noting how it set a new standard for choreography and on-screen partnerships. Contemporary reviews have also revisited the film, applauding Vera Ellen's role in challenging gender norms by proving that female dancers could lead with the same grace and authority as male performers. A notable article in the New York Times praised her for breaking barriers with her precision and creativity, making her more than a supporting act. She was a star in her own right. The lasting appeal of The Belle of New York and Vera Ellen's collaboration with Astaire is a testament to her talent and timeless charm. The Seeing's Believing routine is still studied by aspiring dancers and choreographers for its complexity and innovation. Dance schools around the world continue to recreate the choreography as a tribute to the legacy of two of Hollywood's greatest icons. Vera Ellen's performance in this film wasn't just a career highlight. It became a symbol of what dance could accomplish in storytelling, blending grace, emotion, and technical mastery. Fans, both past and present, continue to celebrate her extraordinary contribution to cinematic dance. Beyond her versatility, Vera Ellen was admired for her dedication to her craft. Her tireless commitment to perfection and drive to innovate elevated her performances and set new benchmarks for excellence in the dance world. Her influence extended beyond her contemporaries, inspiring generations of dancers and choreographers who followed her path. Many industry experts and fans cite Vera Ellen as a key figure in shaping the evolution of dance and cinema, recognizing her groundbreaking contributions both on and off the screen. Fans continue to express admiration for her legacy. Social media is filled with tributes, with hashtags like Vera Ellen Legacy and Dance On frequently appearing in dance discussions. One Twitter user wrote, "Vera Ellen's precision and grace are unmatched. She wasn't just a dancer, she was an architect of movement." On YouTube, dance enthusiasts often post breakdowns of her iconic routines. Marveling at the seamless mix of technical skill and emotional storytelling, Instagram Reels, and TikTok videos recreating her choreography have amassed millions of views, with captions like, "Trying to capture even a fraction of Vera Ellen's elegance," showing ongoing admiration for her work. Dedicated fan accounts highlight lesser-known aspects of her career, ensuring that her contributions are celebrated by both old and new generations. The media has played a key role in preserving Vera Ellen's legacy. Documentaries on Hollywood's golden age frequently spotlight her as one of the most influential figures in cinematic dance. A feature in Dance magazine titled Icons of Innovation praised her as a visionary who redefined storytelling through movement. Retrospectives in major outlets like The Hollywood Reporter and Variety often credit her with pushing the boundaries of dance choreography in film. The Guardian noted, "While many stars of her era dazzled audiences, Vera Ellen's legacy is unique because she challenged what dance could achieve in cinema, making it central to storytelling." Choreographers and dancers have also paid tribute to her contributions. Mandy Moore, the choreographer behind La La Land, remarked in an interview, "Vera Ellen wasn't just a dancer, she was a visionary. Her ability to combine technical precision with emotional depth has influenced my work immensely." Dance troupes from Broadway to international stages often cite Vera Ellen's performances as inspiration. In 2021, a tribute event at Lincoln Center celebrating dance legends included recreations of her iconic routines from White Christmas and On the Town. The event received widespread acclaim, with attendees noting it as a reminder of Vera Ellen's timeless brilliance. Vera Ellen collaborated closely with choreographers, including the legendary Robert Alton, to create sequences that pushed cinematic boundaries. Her partnerships showcased not only her exceptional skills, but also her creative vision, making her an essential part of the choreographic process. Through her work, Vera Ellen introduced audiences to a dynamic fusion of styles, blending classical ballet with lively jazz and tap rhythms. This innovative approach expanded dance in film, making it more captivating and accessible while inspiring new generations of dancers and choreographers. Her contributions were pioneering in many ways. She was among the first performers to seamlessly integrate classical ballet with modern dance on screen. Her performances elevated dance from spectacle to a storytelling tool, demonstrating its ability to convey emotion and narrative depth. Vera Ellen's legacy extends beyond her roles. It lies in the lasting impact she had on how dance was perceived in film, setting a standard for future performers and choreographers. Her influence continues to inspire the industry today. However, behind her celebrated performances, Vera Ellen faced personal struggles that shaped her life and career. One major challenge was her battle with anorexia nervosa, a disorder that was poorly understood and rarely discussed at the time. The pressures of maintaining a dancer's physique, along with the demands of her profession and the aesthetic expectations of her era, worsened her condition. By the 1950s, at the height of her career, the effects of Vera Ellen's eating disorder became increasingly visible, raising concern and speculation among colleagues and audiences alike. At that time, there was little awareness or conversation about mental health and eating disorders, which meant Vera Ellen had to face these struggles mostly alone, without the support or understanding that might exist today. Beyond her health issues, her personal life was marked by loss and hardship. Her marriage to Robert Hightower ended in divorce, and she later married a wealthy businessman, seeking stability amid the turbulence of both her personal and professional worlds. Despite these challenges, Vera Ellen's dedication to her craft never wavered, securing her reputation as a celebrated figure in the history of dance and cinema. The birth of Victor Rothschild's child, Victoria Ellen, brought some sense of stability to Vera Ellen's life, but her second marriage was tragically overshadowed by the death of their daughter due to sudden infant death syndrome in 1963. This heartbreaking loss plunged Vera Ellen into deep grief, affecting her profoundly on both a personal and professional level. Struggling to cope, she gradually withdrew from the Hollywood spotlight. As Vera Ellen navigated her personal struggles, her professional world faced its own challenges. The decline of the golden age of musical cinema and the rise of new entertainment formats sharply reduced the demand for dance-focused films, the genre in which she had excelled. This shift in Hollywood, combined with her health and emotional difficulties, left her increasingly isolated in an industry where she had once thrived. Despite these hardships, Vera Ellen's legacy in dance and film remains indisputable. Her technical skill, paired with a unique ability to convey emotion through movement, secured her status as one of the most talented performers of her era. Yet, the silence surrounding her personal struggles during her lifetime and after her death on August 30th, 1981, highlights the often overlooked human realities behind Hollywood's glamorous facade. One aspect of Vera Ellen's career that continues to fascinate fans and historians is the mystery behind her wardrobe choices in later films. Known for her slender frame and graceful presence, she often appeared in high-necked dresses and gowns, especially in White Christmas, 1954, and subsequent roles. This distinctive style sparked speculation about the reasons behind it. Some suggested she chose these costumes to hide a prematurely aging neck, a feature she was rumored to feel self-conscious about. These theories were further fueled by whispers of anorexia, which many believed affected her appearance and health. According to such speculation, her wardrobe became a deliberate way to divert attention from perceived flaws, helping her maintain her ethereal on-screen image. However, those who knew Vera Ellen personally, including costume designers who worked closely with her, offered alternative explanations. They emphasized her love of fashion and her active role in selecting and designing her costumes. By many accounts, her preference for high-necked attire reflected her refined taste and the elegance she consistently brought to her roles. Her collaboration with legendary costume designers like Edith Head, who worked on White Christmas, aimed to create outfits that were both visually striking and practical, allowing her to perform intricate dance routines with ease and grace. The speculation surrounding her costume choices reflects both the fascination with her life and the seamless blend of her on-screen glamour and off-screen mystique. Whether for style or concealment, her wardrobe choices underscore Vera Ellen's enduring status as a fashion icon as well as a performer. In her personal life, Vera Ellen experienced love as vivid and poignant as the roles she portrayed on screen. Her marriage to fellow dancer Robert Hightower in 1941 marked a significant chapter, built on shared dreams and passion for dance. Their relationship seemed to promise both personal and professional fulfillment. However, it unfolded at a time when her career was reaching unprecedented heights. By the mid-1940s, especially following her acclaimed performance in On the Town, 1949, and her rising fame in Hollywood, the pressures of success began straining their relationship. The demands of her career, coupled with public scrutiny, tested the strength of their bond. In 1945, amidst Hollywood's relentless pace, Vera Ellen and Hightower's marriage faced its greatest challenges. Despite efforts to maintain the relationship, the couple eventually divorced, while her star was shining brightest. This period highlights the hidden sacrifices behind the scenes, where personal relationships often became casualties of professional ambition. The end of her marriage to Hightower was a profound loss, closing a chapter filled with unanswered questions. Yet Vera Ellen's resilience shone through in her later marriage to Victor Rothschild in 1954, which offered her stability and a chance to rebuild both personally and professionally. Her hope for happiness persisted even amid sorrow. Tragically, that hope was tested again with the untimely death of her daughter with Victor Roth, leaving an enduring mark of grief that no acclaim or applause could erase, revealing the vulnerabilities behind her glamorous public persona. By the late 1940s, especially around 1949 after her acclaimed performance in On the Town, Vera Ellen quietly began extending her influence beyond the spotlight. Known for her on-screen collaborations with legends like Gene Kelly and Fred Astaire, her public image reflected physical grace and extraordinary dance talent. Yet behind the scenes, Vera Ellen played a key role in supporting emerging talent and promoting the arts, particularly ballet, during a period of rapid cultural change. Her dedication to dance went beyond personal ambition, showing her commitment to nurturing the art form for future generations. While her career included many iconic performances, her behind-the-scenes work revealed a dedication that extended far beyond her own achievements. Vera Ellen devoted herself to advancing dance as a respected art form, using her industry connections and resources to support its growth. She helped establish scholarship programs to develop young talent. Although specific details about these initiatives, like names and dates, are not widely documented, her contributions to the arts community in the early 1950s remain an important yet often overlooked part of her legacy. Additionally, she influenced the evolution of dance in film by advocating for more complex and technically challenging sequences. Her efforts pushed performers and choreographers to raise the bar, helping cinematic dance earn recognition as a serious art form. This influence contributed to a broader change in how dance was viewed, both in Hollywood and beyond. Despite these contributions, much of Vera Ellen's work went unnoticed during her lifetime, overshadowed by her celebrated screen performances and personal struggles. It was only after her retirement and her passing on August 30th, 1981, that the full impact of her contributions to dance became fully recognized. Her final major screen appearance reflects the artistry and dedication she brought to every role. Let's Be Happy, 1957, marked the bittersweet close of a career that had illuminated Hollywood for over 20 years. By then, Vera Ellen had firmly established herself as one of the leading dancers of Hollywood's golden age, admired for her versatility and technical brilliance. This Technicolor musical, showcasing her extraordinary dancing, provided a fitting farewell for a performer devoted to her craft. While Let's Be Happy may not have matched the commercial success or acclaim of her earlier films, it gave audiences a final glimpse of her talent. Her performance stood as proof of her unwavering commitment, even as Hollywood evolved and audience tastes shifted. After this film, Vera Ellen gradually withdrew from the spotlight. The decline of musicals in cinema, along with personal challenges, led her to step back from her Hollywood career. It marked the end of an era for a dancer who had made a lasting impression on the industry. She turned her attention inward, focusing on her personal life and managing health struggles related to anorexia and the tragic loss of her daughter. Despite these difficulties, Vera Ellen's legacy remained intact. Her influence on dance and film continues to be celebrated by fans and historians who admire her innovative artistry, breathtaking performances, and the joy she brought to audiences worldwide. Vera Ellen passed away on August 30th, 1981, in Los Angeles, California, leaving a body of work that continues to inspire admiration. Thank you for joining us in this video. Share your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see you in the next video.